Okay, I know it's bad to choose a favorite fish, so I'm not choosing a favorite, okay? What I'm doing instead is I'm considering this little dude my cutest fish, because he's definitely one of my cutest fish. He has really won my heart over in a pretty short amount of time, because I haven't really had him here that long. I spend every day just here in front of the tank watching him. I like to watch him eat. That's weird. Like, Steph, what do you do for fun? Well, I like to watch my fish eat. Yeah, I didn't really think about how weird that was till now. Okay, I think I need to get out more. But you guys, look at him. Okay, we're finally gonna get an answer to like a childhood mystery. What really happens when you kiss a toad? Let's find out. Whoa! I did not see this coming. Did you? This is so much better than a prince, right?
Hey guys, what up? Welcome back to another video.
Hey, that's my line.
Oh, right. Sorry, Mom.
Fiona, girl, remember your line? We went over it like 100 times before we started filming. I know it's in there. Come on, think.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and make sure you have your notification icon turned on so that you don't miss any new videos. And if you haven't already, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat to see more of us throughout the week. I think that's everything. I don't know. I'm just a toad. How'd I do, Mom?
Yes, that's my girl.
Can I have some worms now?
So a lot of you have been asking about little Fiona. Why are you talking in such a high-pitched voice? Because she's my baby and she's so cute and I love her. It just happens. I can't help it.
So she doesn't really make as many appearances on videos as like some of my other animals, and she's trying to get away from me. Why are you trying to leave me? I love you. Let me love you and show you off. You know, she's a toad and toads don't really like being handled too much, so I don't really handle her like every day.
She's doing really good still, as you can see.
Oh, focus, camera, focus on her, not me. She is really healthy, and that belly though is on point. Ooh, girl, it's fluffy. Oh my god, look at her. She's so round. I'm sorry. Okay, you're not round. You're oval shaped and full of love. I'm sorry, Fiona, I love you. Okay, before this turns into a 10-minute video on just Fiona, she's doing good, for those of you wondering. Say bye, Fiona.
Bye-bye. It was nice seeing you.
Okay, so you are all here for the fish, not my goofiness. So let's get to it. So yes, that was really high pitched. So yes, the rumors are true. I finally added fish to my saltwater tank like a year later.
That is a really long time, Steph. Like, girl, what is wrong with you?
I don't know, okay? Like, I couldn't decide on what I wanted there. Damn. Get off my back, black and white Steph.
Get a hold of her. She is not in a good mood today.
So, yes, the fish. Concentrate, Steph. Fish. Stop goofing around. Hey you guys, so it's a different day now. I had to stop filming the last time, but I'm back. Let's get on with the video, okay? Okay, so the fish. Yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to put in my saltwater tank. Like, of course, I've researched different fish and what fish are compatible with what other fish, and what fish are reef safe and what fish aren't, and what fish are predators and what fish aren't. Like, my brain right now is full with that information, yet I still could not decide on what I wanted to put in this tank. So I just like went for it, you know? I went to this pet store, I got there, and I saw that pretty much everything was sold out except for a few fish. So that was kind of disappointing right off the bat. I didn't really have a huge selection to choose from, but it's okay. Like, I'm really happy with what I did end up with. Okay, so I went twice. On the first trip, I only got a maroon clown and a green spotted puffer. So I went home and I acclimated them and I added them in the tank. So as soon as I added them in, I'm just like, it still looks empty. I need to go back and get more fish. So that's what I did. I went back to the pet store and I got pretty much everything that was left. So the owner of the store was actually being pretty cool and he sold me one of his fish from his display tank. So like this tank right here is just for display and nothing in there is actually for sale. But because there was pretty much nothing left over from the sale tanks, he was pretty cool and sold me one of his display fish. So this little dude right here, I named him Toby, so let's go ahead and call him by his name. So Toby was actually a fish left over from like the past shipment or two. Everything pretty much sold except for him for 2 shipments in a row. So the owner of the store felt really bad for him and ended up just keeping him and putting him in his display tanks. I think he said that he was only in there like overnight. Apparently nobody wanted him because he was a little bit beat up. You could see his fins were kind of tore up. You know, he wasn't looking his best. You know, sometimes fish get a little beat up during shipping. That's pretty normal, and in his case I guess it didn't really help him find a new home. So of course I have a soft spot for that kind of stuff and I took him, and pretty much what was left over in the tanks that did have things that were for sale. So I took him and one of these mocha clownfish. There was 2 in there, but I didn't really want like a pair. I left one and brought one home. There was a few anemones in there. I wasn't really sure about the anemone, to be honest. Like everyone has told me like, hey, watch out. If an anemone dies in your tank, it's gonna kill everything and it's not good. I was pretty, I guess you could say, scared, freaked out about owning an anemone, but the owner of the store convinced me. You know, he asked me about my tank and about my skills as an aquarium keeper, and he was very convinced that I could do it. So he's like, you know, you're good. I don't know if he was just saying that to make a sale or if he actually meant it, but it boosted my confidence. And I told him, you know what, I will take one of these anemones as well. So this is all I got the second time around. The fish I acclimated the same way. The anemone, the owner of the store actually told me to acclimate it this way. He's like, okay, you know, drip acclimate and put one of the rocks in the container. That way it'll like cling onto it, and then just transfer the anemone already on the rock into your tank. He told me to do this, so that's what I did. So this was my tank at the end of the day. Like finally I had fish in there. Like I went for it, you know. I had to just go for it, and I went for it. I tried to like plan and stuff, and it made things harder, and I couldn't decide. So yeah, everyone did good that night. After everyone was in there, I turned off the lights and went to sleep. And then the next morning I wake up and I go straight to the tank, right? Like obviously, you know, I was like a little kid in Christmas morning. Like I gotta go see the tank. I turn on the light and the freaking anemone is like nowhere to be seen. I'm just like, where is it? And eventually I saw it like way in the bottom. So she moved herself lower down in the tank. Then later in the day I noticed her like getting deeper in that little cave, and it's just like, girl, you're not gonna get any light down there. Like, no, you're not choosing your spot right. So I ended up moving her here. Ever since I moved her here, she has stayed there. So apparently finally we found a spot that she likes. She is so picky. You know, I always kind of thought, well, anemones, like, they don't really do much. But no, these guys are so active. So this is right after I moved her to her new location, where she ended up liking and staying and is still there now. Look at how she like moves and rearranges herself, and like whoa, you know, anemones actually are pretty active and impressive to look at. And like they eat. I feed her like once a week, and she does catch like food, like when I feed the entire tank. And yeah, she's pretty good at eating. It's pretty cool to watch her eat. I feed her some little pieces of shrimp or fish, and I feel like she's grown like a lot. So yeah, she's pretty cool. Like, I'm geeking out about anemones here. I know, I'm sorry, but I've never had one before and they're awesome. All the fish are doing good. I've had them for like a month now, I want to say. Close to a month probably. And you know, they're still around, so that's good. Toby actually already grew back his fins. He looks beautiful now. He doesn't look as like ugly duckling as he did when I first brought him home. He has really blossomed into a beautiful fish. Sylvester is the boss of this tank, okay? He is just so cute. But don't let that cute little face fool you. Like, he is vicious. Drop a worm in there, he'll gobble it down. Drop some pieces of fish, he'll gobble them down. So I put some clams in there for him to like munch on. I thought they would last him like I don't know, like a week or two. They only lasted him like 3 or 4 days. He ate them all. Like, he crushed them and ate the insides. The thing with Sylvester is he doesn't stop eating. Like, he just doesn't know when enough is enough. Apparently green spotted puffers will literally eat themselves to death if allowed, so you gotta cut them off. So this one time I turned on the aquarium lights in the morning and I freaking see him like this. He apparently ate like pretty much all the clams overnight, so I believe it, they will eat themselves to death. And I was kind of scared, like, dude, you can't even swim. You know, eventually his belly went down, and later in the day he actually kept eating like other things. So if there's food in the tank, he's a happy puffer. So that's how you guys want to know how to keep a puffer. Keep them well fed and they'll be happy. I will go ahead and tell you guys that I have new inhabitants. You know, after adding these guys in there, I felt like the tank was still pretty empty and like it had room for more fishies. So I ordered some fish online and I actually set up a few more saltwater tanks. So in the next video, you guys will get to see the new guys, and y'all will get to see the other saltwater tank. And I have a pretty big saltwater lagoon outside. So just out of curiosity, what do you guys think is gonna go in here? You know, it's pretty big, it's pretty round, it's got a nice sand bed. Let me know down below in the comments what you think is going in here. We have reached the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. Love y'all. Bye. Okay, so as a little sneak peek, I will show you guys one of the new tanks. So this is the saltwater tank that you guys have already seen, right? Big tank, okay. And the lighting in here is horrible. And then in the other side, There's this one. This one's new. I just set it up recently, so there's nothing in there yet. Is it weird that I think tanks look so pretty with nothing in them? I do want some coral in here since I can't have any in this tank yet. So I want coral in here and like a few fish, maybe a shrimp or two. I don't know. I guess you can consider it a nano saltwater tank. And then back here I have some brine shrimp going. There you go, you can see it. Because I spoil my fish and I give them freshly hatched brine shrimp. Only the best. You guys, like no lie, it is like past 3 a.m. and I'm eating an ice cream cone. This is what adulting is like. Well, at least for me. Now that I'm older, no one tells me I can't have ice cream at 3:20 a.m. So I have ice cream at 3:20 a.m. Okay? It's good. But you know what is missing? I'll tell you what is missing. Some Oreos. Yeah. Ice cream cone, Oreos, Netflix, my night. Perfect. I got some filming done. You know, tonight's a pretty good night. I'm gonna take the rest of the night off. And Netflix uploaded like new episodes of my favorite show. Guess who's gonna watch them all tonight? Guess. Just guess. That's right. This girl. Oh, and before you guys ask me where she is, Babette is right here. She's sleeping. But she was here for the video, okay? I don't want y'all to be all like,
where's Babette? Is she okay?
okay. No. Hey baby, come here. Okay, so you guys don't know this, but every time I film, I have to put him in another room because he like rubs up on the tripod, and he has on multiple occasions knocked over my camera with the tripod and the ring light. I don't know why he does that. And I started filming and I forgot, and here he is rubbing all up on the tripod. This is Missy. You guys don't really see much of him because of that. Look at you. You like to be on video. That's why you rub up on the tripod. You're like, hey, I want attention too. He's my big baby. I love him. Oh, don't rub up on the tripod, honey. Do you enemy? No, stop it. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to go put him in the room. Okay, you guys, he gotta go. He's going to the room. I gave you an opportunity and you blew it. What you want? You wanna be in the video? Oh god. Oh, why do you smell like diarrhea? Did you just fart? You farted. Oh my god. Okay, for such a tiny thing, you sure do produce some stink bombs.